Live.
Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news. Today is Wednesday, Odin's Day. And as always, we have episode of GeekBeast, and following right behind this, we have Binge Worthy. So stay tuned for some crosstalk and some Binge Worthy. I'm your host, Chuck, and with me we have Randy. Say what's up to the people, Randy.
Yo, what's up, GeekBeast? Chuck, man, come on. What are we talking about tonight?
We're gonna go dive heavy. PlayStation had their video game showcase, the first showcase in a long time. They said, "Hey, we about to have a showcase today, guys, and we're gonna have a runtime of an hour." So we're all wondering what in the hell they're gonna talk about for an hour, and they did
Anything
not.
dope? So some dope stuff out there?
They did. They did. First of all, everybody, IGN included, were like, how many games they're going to announce for remake? And they took a poll. They're going to name 3 games, 5 games. People were thinking they're going to remake like 10 games. I said, if they remake 10 games, I'm going to throw my PlayStation away. I swear.
Why?
Because I don't want to see a game remade. People can make new games to bring back some stuff from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 generation and update the graphics to give me a new gaming experience. I don't want that. You can give me the same game, but give me a different skin, different fiction, rewrap it in something brand new. I don't remember stuff from 1995, 96, 98,
So
99.
since you did throw away your PlayStation, I'm assuming they didn't do that then.
Do that, but they did not miss
All
at all.
right.
So they had 6 big announcements. These are the 6 biggest they had today. Sony is making a handheld again, another handheld. They came out with the PSP, and the PSP was a work of art. I told everybody the reason the PSP failed because it didn't have trigger buttons. And I had friends at Sony tell me there's no way they can put trigger buttons on it. There's no way they can have 4 buttons up there, shoulders and trigger buttons. And I turned around and we got the damn Switch that has shoulder and trigger buttons. So they knew they could do it. They could have always done it. That's why the PSP failed. So they came out with this 8-inch screen. It's called Sony's making a hell with 8-inch Project Q. It's designed to be playing your PlayStation games remotely and looks like a Nintendo Switch smashed with a DualSense controller.
Okay.
They smash it together. It's for wireless play. The biggest problem with this device is you can't take it on the go. It's
Yeah.
tethered to your Wi-Fi.
Why did they do that?
It's totally stupid. Totally stupid.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
Yeah.
They should have made a PSP with some trigger buttons on it, with the touchpad on the bottom, just like the PSP. Look, give me the same form factor as the PSP. I don't care. And they said, hey, play your PlayStation 5 games anywhere.
Yeah, see, like
Right?
the PSP should have been the foundation,
Yeah.
and then this should have been the next gen, right? Okay, we got it. This is the next gen, like Apple did with Next Computer back in the day, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, the first one failed, and here we go. We're gonna reinvent it,
And make it better.
get better.
Make it better. They didn't do that. They said, "Hey, here, guys. Here's a controller with a screen in between. I can already play my PlayStation games on my iPad remote.
Right.
I can play them on my phone remotely.
Right.
I can
So,
literally pull my phone out, remote into my PlayStation anywhere in the world, and play my games."
and Defunct said it's not like they don't already have remote play to play your PS4, PS5 games streamed to your PC or phone already. Right.
Exactly. That part. So I think this is just bad. This is horrible. This is not what the kids want. What we want is a PlayStation, a PSP, PlayStation.
Affordable.
Matter of fact, you make a PlayStation Portable and you put some phone functionality in that sucker.
Mhm.
And they just released some earbuds too, and package you with these earbuds for $599 or $1,000, and it would be purchased. People will purchase it. The fact that you can say you can play your PlayStation 5 games portably, not at the same graphical resolution, and then when you get to your house and you connect directly to your your PlayStation 5, you get better graphics.
Right.
People would have bought into that, tethered into that.
Absolutely. So you're at the airport, you're playing your PSP, or like it's all kinds of it's all kinds of things.
That part. That
Yeah.
part.
At work, it's all kinds of shit.
You got a house full of Japanese. Japanese engineers.
Wait. Let's be careful.
No, no, because they think straight in Japan. People want to play at home. People play video games at home. People don't play video games on the go. That's an old Japanese adage to believe that. The
But
play,
I mean, isn't there
PlayStation,
precedents to demonstrate that's not true, right? There've been
they think the PlayStation Portable failed because it was big and people couldn't pull it out on trains. That's one of the reasons it's been talked about. It was cumbersome. People didn't want to pull out something so big, and that's why the Nintendo DS worked so well. The Switch works just fine.
fine. Isn't it one of like the largest selling game consoles?
That it. But they think people play it at home. People just play it at home.
Wow, why it's portable.
Important. People are putting it in their bags and carrying it.
Absolutely. At school, at lunch, like all kinds of absolutely.
But they may not be doing that in Japan. I don't know. They may not be taking their PlayStation, their Switches out of the house in Japan. They may.
Says I blame the Europeans for this. Sony's been on a downturn since they took over. That I don't know.
Wow, that's shots fired. That's shots fired there. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's like there's a lot going on here.
And we live in a mobile society. Like people are used to taking things in the mobile experience. That's like your cell phone. People want to call on your cell phone when you're at home because they want to have the same as a rotary phone or a dial phone. So they only take their cell phones at home.
Yeah. It's exactly. And it's like PlayStation Portable came out, the PlayStation Go. No, it was all downloadable games, nothing but downloadable games. They're like, it failed. They made a small version of the PSP basically, and it had no phone functionality in it. It played games, and people were like, it failed too. We made it smaller so people in Japan could take it on the trains. But I don't know. I don't know Japan's behavior. Japan's an interesting society. People still buy DVDs and CDs there.
Do they?
Yeah, the CD rental shops. Yeah, CD rental shops are blooming still in Japan. You rent CDs, Randy. You rent CDs.
Why would you rent a CD?
Because you want to listen to the music.
Just get it on the streaming service.
Randy, people like disc and physical stuff in Japan.
Okay. All right.
Instead of, so people they have portable CD players. Portable CD players are still big.
Was it Sony's portables all felt large?
Too expensive.
Too expensive.
Proprietary technology storage formats needing to be tethered to the whole PS5 is the ultimate proprietary storage. It is. It's going to ruin that whole. It's not going to sell. It's not going to sell. It's a waste.
I would think so. All right, what else we got? What else did they announce?
They announced Spider-Man 2, baby.
Nice.
Spider-Man 2 announcement came, and the first scene, I think this might have been the opening scene too. It was action-packed. They gave me all the things I really want to play for the first scene. They introduced Kraven the Hunter.
Nice. I dig it.
He's a badass in this. Total badass. I was like, man, he giving me way too much in this trailer. And then they show Peter, and Peter's different. Peter's in the black suit.
So he's Venom.
Venom in this, yeah. And you play as him in the opening scene in Queens. So he's in Queens. He's back from his European vacation with Mary Jane. He came back black, and you're playing as Peter. And Peter's like, he's whooping everybody's ass. Like he's out here whooping ass. Like
Carnage, baby. Carnage, when the symbiote takes over Peter Parker, he's a brute. He's not like that movie shit where he's a brute. He's going around beating people ass just because they breathe it.
Ass. And he's like, oh, they're trying to capture this criminal in the city. He radios Miles. Miles, get down there and handle business. Put them hands down on him.
So then do you transition from playing with Kraven and Peter over to playing with Miles?
Wait, you start with Peter. You don't. Kraven's the villain in this.
He's a villain. Okay.
So there's in the video games, there's multiple villains, and you face them all. But you start off as Peter, and then you transition to Miles, and Miles is OP. He's superpower Miles. He ain't no punk no more. Miles ain't no punk
Miles
kid,
has never been a punk, man.
no more. He
They
ain't
said Into the Spider Verse.
like, I don't know if I want to be Spider-Man. I
Oh,
don't know. I don't understand all these powers. Nah, he ain't that Miles no more. He's Miles. I came in here to lay down some ass kicking. Get ass. I think at the end of the second game with Miles, the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, he gets that confidence. But he has all his powers. He's like, what? I'm going to electric shock all you motherfuckers in here because I'm Miles.
Miles, look out.
Got a gun? So what? So what?
Gonna do it that little shit. Put that little shit away.
He's like, so you playing as Miles, and then it transitions back out over water, and you transition back to Peter. Like,
Mark says
right.
Craven looks like a triple X villain.
He looks like a triple X villain. Nah, he looks like a villain straight out of the Fast X, baby.
I thought we were gonna go one show without talking about that, but let's keep it moving. What else? What else? What else? What else did Sony drop?
They dropped it. You see the screen right now? You see what's going on in the screen right now?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, that's some Venom stuff right there. They had the remake that people kind of wanted. They also Metal Gear remake. The year of remakes continues with the new version of Metal Gear 3 Snake Eater. Snake Eater's held as one probably the best Metal Gear game.
Okay.
It's up there. People will debate you in the face that Metal Gear 3 Snake Eater is the best Metal Gear game.
Okay.
And so it's really interesting to see that they're remaking this game. Konami said, hey, we're going to remake it for the PlayStation. And it's in development, and there's no Kojima attached to it. So that's even more interesting.
What
Because
does that mean? No Kojima.
Kojima
No.
is the creator of Metal Gear.
Okay.
He left Konami because he spent all the money. And he spent all the money at Konami. You know, that's what he does. He made video games feel like TV shows and movies.
Okay.
That's what he does. The games don't make sense. They're convoluted as a Mission Impossible movie.
Oh Lord.
If not more so. But he makes these games. And Snake Eater got remade, and people are really, really excited about it.
All right. So
Like,
the Spider
Liquid Snake and Ocelot, and then there's Big Boss. All y'all clones of each other. There's a lot going on.
This is too dope. This is two dope announcement, two dope games that Sony's announced.
Two dope games. And then they announced the Bungie game. So Bungie's the team that made Halo. And then they made Destiny. So they showed Destiny, the final chapter, whatever that is. And people are like, oh, that's cool. Destiny. We expect that. That's what we expect out of Bungie. Yeah, we expect that. Then they're like, oh, nah. Bungie came with Marathon. And they had Marathon on the screen. But you know one thing they didn't do? They didn't have Nipsey Hussle's version of the song playing in the background.
Oh, they got a song from Nip.
Nah, they didn't.
Oh, man, you made me thinking they gonna have a song from Nip. I'm like, oh shit.
It was a lost opportunity. They could have had Marathon running behind with Nipsey Hussle. Everybody loves that song.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But they didn't have that. This is the first announcement. It looks like a sci-fi shooter. It looks kind of like Overwatch, but it looks like Fortnite meets something, and it's like neon color, but it looks like a team shooter, like Overwatch, but it plays kind of like Fortnite without the building, or Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone. It's from Bungie, so people expect it to be good.
Right.
Bungie's done great with both Halo. That's what made us save them, was the multiplayer in Halo, their team-based multiplayer, and Destiny, the same thing. The team-based plays, but really solid in Destiny. So this is this company's core competency, definitely.
When are these games going to drop?
Oh, we don't know. Sometime this year, they just make an announcement. Hey, we got games coming.
All right.
This year, maybe next year. It's coming though. Maybe the holiday season.
Get your money right.
Games
is coming. Games is coming, son.
Coming.
And a non-mobile joystick controller, I should say.
Yeah, and some earbuds. They got some earbuds too. Like, hey, We got that Dolby Atmos sound in these earbuds. Y'all gonna love them. Y'all gonna love this. Like our headsets, we made earbuds now. And then another announcement that came up was the Assassin's Creed game. So
Yeah.
it's Ubisoft, who is actually looking for a buyer. So Ubisoft is looking to be acquired. I mean, they burn a lot of money. They done a lot of layoffs lately.
That's
And
unfortunate.
they have a couple of big games that are kind of in the pipeline.
Mm.
Um, one of them is Assassin's Creed, and that's their big seller. They got like 8 studios working on this one game.
Yeah, but this is what couple of $1 billion franchise. I mean, game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got to get it right though. The last couple Assassin's Creed, people were kind of flaky on it. Like people that love Assassin's Creed always loves Assassin's Creed, and people that don't love it, that buy it because it's a big title, are like, oh, it's okay.
It's
I
so
get it.
well, but I get what you're saying. Maybe they'll make better movies too. Because that Assassin's Creed movie was.
That's not they do, but that's not their movie.
Hey,
That
that's
they sold the rights to it.
yeah, but that's the world we in now, man. We can make good games that are movies, but it looks good.
It does look good. It does look good. It's in the Middle East. You know, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure during the election year, this is going to go over really well.
Oh shit.
It's slated to come out October 12th,
Okay.
and they show a lot of single player play, but I wonder if it's going to be multiplayer. They did do a multiplayer Assassin's Creed game.
Wasn't the last one multiplayer?
I think the last one was single player. The one before the last one was multiplayer. They drop an Assassin's Creed game like every year, one or two every year. They on it. They on. This is what the company's turned into.
Yeah.
They do a Rayman game. They did a Rayman versus Mario game. That's what kept the company afloat. And they do Assassin's Creed. And Ubisoft is not what it used to be. They have Watch Dogs too, but Watch Dog doesn't do as
What
well.
do you mean by Watch Dogs?
Another game.
The
It's
what?
open world game like Grand Theft Auto, but you hack into computers and stuff as you play it.
Okay.
Like you hack into the signals in the traffic lights. You play as different spies. It's an interesting game. Is it good? It's okay. It's okay. You know. And then they have a whole lot of virtual reality announcements they made. They announced the VR mode for Resident Evil 4 remake. So Resident Evil 4 got remade and it came out to be a great remake. They're like, hey, we make a VR version of it too.
I thought you didn't like Resident Evil.
I don't. I'm not I'm not playing it.
You
I'm
said
not
it was
playing
good.
it. It's good. It don't mean I'm gonna play it.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
You know, there's great horror movies out there. I don't have to watch them. They're not for me.
Toughen up.
But I hear you talk about watching the horror movies. I don't have it. I don't have a subscription to Shutter. You know,
I don't either. I don't either.
we have a cousin that is in love with Shutter. He watches it nonstop. Him and his kids.
Yeah, who?
Natty.
Okay. Yeah.
Natty loves Shutter. Him and his wife and his kids watch everything. That's how they spend their Friday nights, watching horror movies.
Okay. It's hit or miss with me.
Yeah, you look at the screen. I don't need a guy with a chainsaw zombie
As soon
chasing.
as you said that, that's what appeared on the screen.
I don't need a
Good
chainsaw.
timing, Rod.
I don't need that guy chasing me. Nah, I'm good.
Quit being so soft.
I'm soft.
Soft.
Also Beat Saber coming out of Oculus Studios.
Okay.
Sabers is
More
available
VR, more AR and VR
game
things.
on PlayStation VR. So Beat Saber's out. So you have like lightsabers and you hit cubes to a beat. Mm, 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 mm. It's a big game. It's a big popular game. Everybody loves swinging lightsabers, baby.
Of course they do.
Everybody loves swinging lightsabers.
As they should.
Music. Mm, mm,
I have no problems with that at all.
That got announced today. And Arizona Sunshine 2 got announced today. And Arizona Sunshine 2 is a big VR game as well. And in Arizona Sunshine is about the zombie apocalypse happens. and you play as one of the few survivors, and he dresses all zombies as Freddy's, and he's by himself, and he's trying to find somewhere safe to go.
He saw
Like, where
too.
can I go that's safe? Where can I go that's safe? And he goes to this radio station called Arizona Sunshine.
So Sony did drop a lot of gems, right? They dropped a whole lot of content.
This lets you know this is why E3 is dead, because they're like, we can do this online,
Yeah.
and it costs us way less money.
But don't you think having like a big conference, it drums up excitement and things like that? People come in, want to see things,
No,
test out
no,
networking opportunities.
no.
Not really.
E3 is not what it used to be.
Mm.
E3 used to be about spectacle.
Right.
They have a half pike in it with booth babes and pyrotechnics and all kinds of shit. And
Right. Right. And that's like, oh, they don't do that anymore.
all that stuff. They got rid of the booth babes. So you don't have scantily clad women trying to peddle you to play a game.
That's probably not a good look right now.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore. And it's so funny. It's more women I run into in the game. It's like, I miss booth babes.
Still, yeah, that ain't.
Yeah, that's not going. It's not going well. I remember being at Neversoft, and they brought back Tony Hawk, and that Tony Hawk booth was nothing like it used to be. I remember seeing the first Tony Hawk booth I saw at E3. It was a full half pipe. It was Tony Hawk and a bunch of other professional. What's his name? The biker Miro is there at the time, and they had pyrotechnics and scantily clad women in bikinis running around, getting popcorn and shit, and you're like, oh, this is awesome.
You opening yourself up, yeah.
They're not doing that anymore.
No, they're not.
Now they're like, it's a little bit more quiet, more tame. It's still some excitement around some of the trailers and stuff. And they show off stuff in closed rooms, but then they opened it up to the public, and it's like, you can't play anything. So crowded. You're like, yo, I can just walk up to my homie's game, talk to my homie like 15 minutes, and play his game and tell him what I think about it.
Okay.
Where if I do play a friend's game, is they're like, I'm playing my friend's game and I'm talking to my friend about it who's working on the game, and some fans like, you don't know what you're talking about. I read this thing on Reddit and blah 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 blah. And both my homie that's working on the game, and I'm looking at them like, what are you talking about, homie? You don't know games are made. They're magic to you.
Yo, we're gonna do some crosstalk.
Yo, you just crosstalk. Man, we spent the whole time on PlayStation. I was going to HBO Max article, but we'll handle that.
Yeah, we can handle it tomorrow. We got here tomorrow, and then we got happy hour, so we got time to talk about the ridiculous shit that they do over there at Max.
At Max.
Yeah, at Max or HBO Max or whatever they Warner
made that company, made that streaming service. It was HBO that made that streaming service. Did nobody watch shit on it from Cinemax?
Still don't watch shit on Cinemax.
HBO made that shit. And what does Zavoff do? I'm getting rid of the HBO portion.
Does that surprise you though? This is Warner's we're talking about.
I hear you. So let's go into some crosstalk. Yeah. That's just wild, son.
They've been doing this shit for like what 2-3 years now. So yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Wild.
Not at all.
What's up, Rakai?
Yo, what's going on, Rakai? I can't hear you, bro. I don't know. Am I the only one?
No, I can't hear you. I hear you a little bit.
Yeah. You said what?
Soft, son.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now you
can hear you. Did you see the PlayStation showcase today?
I did.
What'd you think?
You know, I'm a PlayStation stan, so
I love PlayStation stan. What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good. As I was watching you guys, yeah, I am a Assassin's Creed stan. I have every Assassin's Creed game. I don't know why, but I happen to like those games.
See, Randy, it's not just me that thinks that. Sometimes their games are lackluster. Hopefully this is a good one. They need something.
Yeah, I mean, even though the last couple games I thought were really solid, and I think they were solid not as far as Valhalla was an improvement over Odyssey and Origin, but the story from uh, Origin was decent. The story from Odyssey was pretty good. Valhalla was just riding the we like Vikings, God of War was coming out. They were just riding that wave. So that's what was hot now. That's like putting out a vampire game or werewolf game or zombie game when that's hot. It's the same thing. So
Yeah, Vampire game come out that I thought was gonna do well and it failed.
yeah. So
Arcane.
hopefully this game, the Mirage will be good and take you back to really when had some exciting gameplay like like Assassin's Creed 3, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was looking at like another Assassin's Creed game. I don't know how it's gonna do. You know what made me really proud about this showcase? It was the indie games. The little tiny
Yeah.
Were there
Hmm.
a lot of them?
yeah, they announced a lot of indie games. A lot of them look good. A lot of them.
I think the only thing that really kind of surprised me, and that was funny how you were talking about the remakes that they were going to do. The only one I remember really that kind of got me was a remake was them redoing Twisted Metal, which is not surprising since they're putting out a TV show or movie featuring Anthony Mackie. So yeah, you got to capitalize on the new where that's going to go, where that IP is going to go. So I get it.
And they announced Alan Wake. Alan Wake
Oh,
2.
I remember that game. I don't even.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
He's a writer.
Mm-hmm.
And his nightmare, he's a horror writer. He's Stephen King, basically. And the things he wrote right come to life. So that's
Yeah,
exciting. Dragon's Dogma 2 has me excited. That's a big game that has me excited from Capcom.
yeah,
Okay.
they announced a lot of good stuff. I don't know. I was really interested in Project Q, but then when I saw it, I was just like, I mean, I had a PSP, I had a Vita. Like this is like like one of those Steam Deck type things. Not even Steam Deck. What is the some of these other competitors or stuff? Not it's not
It's like the Wii U.
yeah, but worse. Like it's a gigantic PlayStation 5 controller with a big ass screen in the middle. Like
And that's what everybody's billing it as. So, but yeah,
yeah,
we gotta talk about binge worthy guys before we head out of crosstalk.
yeah.
Sorry, I was late. I had the hiccups, and
You praying first
and I was watching American Born Chinese.
too. I'm on the last episode.
Already?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
That good? That good. Don't talk about. We can't talk about. We actually are reviewing that show.
But it's only the first episode is like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and every other episode is only like 29 minutes. So
Dug this way through
No,
it. Cool,
I
cool.
got a show we got to put on the list, guys. Rodney hit me to it yesterday.
What's
what?
As we didn't have Geek Beast today, me and Rodney had a conversation about it. This show called Primo on Freebie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. I was
God, it's
yeah.
so good.
underwhelmed.
It's so
got a
good.
new station or new?
No,
Freebie is like Amazon's, like, you know how ABC had ABC Family.
Oh, okay.
that's what it is. It became Freevee. I think it was ABC Family. Yeah,
Oh, it was?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. But tonight we talking what, Mrs. Davis?
This
Any,
is
anybody got any hot takes on it?
None your business. Not only,
Never ride a roller coaster again.
I don't know. It was not what I expected at all.
that's an understatement.
It was everything I expected, and if you want to find out why, y'all gotta get back in. So,
Well played.
Chuck,
Yeah.
let's get
Y'all
let's
come
give
back in We'll be back at 8:15. Shout out to Digital Click for making us look good. Shout out to Rodney for managing our madness behind the scenes. And shout out to all the fans that tuned in. Please like and subscribe to us. Share us with your friends, your family, and your folks, and tell them that we do a good job of talking about geek news, even though we talked about nothing but PlayStation today, which makes total sense talking about nothing.
Good on you.
You know. And tune in tomorrow. We'll continue the news from yesterday and tomorrow's news from yesterday, tomorrow.
Oh, rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Yeah. R.I.P. Tina Turner. You know,
Yes.
get them anime. Get them. Get them.
Terrible. Wow.
That's her real name.
I know that's her name, but you think he's up there? I mean, I'm not trying to judge, but
he is eating a cake himself somewhere else.
I don't know.
Davis.
I don't know. So, yes, Defunct, Phantom Blade Zero looked good. Thank you, Defunct. Thank you for Mark for tuning in. And we'll see y'all in about 5 minutes. Peace.
Randy, what is that?